Hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Mom.
Ben, son.
It's been how long, Ben?
54 days.
Yay. 54 days, almost 2 months, Ben. And, for people that are just tuning in, we're sharing our journey with addiction. And Ben's been clean for 54 days. And it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, sometimes I just feeling like there's no meaning or purpose in my life, or like I don't know, or some days I'm feeling good and I feel like there is hope and life is great, and it just goes up and down, and I try to remember that the moments pass, like it's easy to, while you're in the moment, to give up and think there's no hope, but I just try to keep pushing and thinking that there is a point or a purpose, and I'm just happy I'm not using, so I'm not always fiending and looking for a next fix, always like being broke, I've been a little better with my money lately and stuff, so.
Yeah, and I just want to say I wish that Ben could see what I see in him, or what you see in him, all his potential. And, I really try hard to look at all the positives. Yes, Ben has been on budget, so you have more money.
Yeah.
And you're not using. Some of the challenges, Ben, you were saying that sometimes you just feel really crap, and your thoughts go dark, and you think way too far ahead. And, what do you do to bring yourself back into the moment?
I don't know. Usually I think way far into the future, sometimes unreally far. And I just try to just think of the now. As my mom tells me all the time, why you don't need to think so far ahead. Just think of the now or the moment, or if you do think ahead, try not to overthink ahead, So I try to just be reasonable with my thoughts, I try to stay within a reasonable time period in my head, because it's easy to keep going farther and farther in the future until the next thing you know, you're predicting or trying to predict everything in your entire life before you even live it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And the feelings, when you get them, we know that it'll pass.
Yeah.
Like today, like right now, before we started, you weren't feeling 100%.
No.
But we know that this is part of the healing, and that this will pass.
Yeah. It's just sometimes like I've had messed up dreams really just remind me about life and how meaningless sometimes it can feel, and there's no point, but really you make a point, you make a meaning. So if you don't make a meaning, then what meaning will there be? So I say there's no meaning until you make a meaning. So if you feel like there's no meaning, make your own meaning. I gotta make my own meanings, and that's the only thing I gotta try to do, is make my own meanings in life.
And make your own
feels
purpose.
Meaningless. And purpose. Meaning's purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but your purpose right now, you don't have to look into the future. Your purpose right now is to get through every day, to heal your body, to heal your brain.
Be a good person to other people, and just that's what I like to do. I like to talk to people and see how they're doing and what they're up to, just small talk,
And I gotta say, Ben, that's the difference. You care. You have feelings. You have emotions. And these are all new things that you haven't felt for years.
Yeah.
So, I'm talking to everybody here that you have feelings, the feeling of love, the feeling of frustration, the feeling sorrow, and then the positives. Well, Ben, when you were using, you really only had one feeling, and it was, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that, but your next fix, your whatever. Did you care about anything else?
Just because you use doesn't mean you don't feel things. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You can be very emotional when you're using. Some people get emotional when they use. And the classic stereotype, oh, I love you when you're drunk. But it's kind of like, in the moment, they're like totally thinking they totally love you. And they're going through all the wild emotions, anger, hate, love, friends, whatever. Like, you go through the emotions and you feel them like 100%. It's just when it wears off, it just wears off with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes, even when you're sober, you still want to feel the emotions, but you don't have it in you to even feel it. And
right.
You know what I mean? Like, just like, I don't like it when people say you don't have emotions when you just do drugs. Some people may not seem like it, but some people do. I know when I've been fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
I've had emotions and had my sad times, you know, and
Wow.
so.
Well, you know, I'm learning this because my perspective when you were using is that you didn't give a crap about anybody or anything. So this is really new to me. So I love that we're having this conversation.
You didn't see me when I was by myself.
That's true. That's true. And so maybe we need to get rid of that stereotype. This is really good, and that's why we're here.
Some people that use are more emotional than when they don't use. And they care more when they don't than when they don't use.
Okay. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Well, thank you for teaching me that.
Yeah.
Because I can only talk...
Everybody's different, but...
Yeah.
It's like some people, like, that's how they show themselves. It's easier to show yourself. I know it sounds stupid, you're not your true self when you're high, but some people are showing more of themselves than they ever have because they've been so shy, but on the drugs they have confidence to show themselves.
Right.
It may be altered a little bit because they're high, so it may not be exactly who they are, but a little part of who they are is coming out and poking the surface. And it's like, yo, I love you, but I don't know how to say it. But you only know how to say it when you're high because you don't even know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well...
I know it sounds dumb.
No, it doesn't, Ben. And you know what? And I'm understanding more, which I think is great. And thank you for that because... you know, I see you struggling now because you're feeling different emotions. And maybe in the past, when you felt these emotions, you would just use. I don't know. This is just my perspective. And this is what we've always talked about. We have such different perspectives of that. So,
yeah.
No, that's great. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
All good. So, you know, we're being real and it's not easy. We do celebrate. It's been 54 days, man. That's really amazing, and that's
happy
great.
I'm not using it.
Amen. And
I don't seem very happy, but just today.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I don't know. I have my ups and downs. Everybody does. You know?
Yeah, and it's good. So let's continue on this path. And so anybody out there, I'm hoping that you're learning something just as I am. I think this is really great, and we're going to continue to be real. And thank you, Ben, for sharing that. Yeah. I mean, just when I think I know it, which I never think to know it all.
Yeah, nobody knows everything.
Nobody knows it all. But I'm glad we're having these talks. And we need to remember, where there is breath,
there is hope.
Amen. Peace. Take care, everybody.